Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Scuttlebutt. Dave Flynn here, season 2. And today my guest is Mr. Jeff Langbrake. He's the local director of our Toys for Tots program through the United States Marine Corps Reserve. Jeff, good morning.
Good morning, Dave. Thanks for having me.
Hey, you're welcome. What I want to do today is on this episode, I want to look at, we had a very successful 2024 season with Toys for Tots. And I want to talk about that and look what ahead for 2025.
Okay, great. Yes, we did have a really good season. Our overall numbers are up, and which is
Overall
good.
numbers for donations
For
and for helping kids.
yes,
Fantastic.
last year we helped. Believe it was 3,093 kids total.
So 3,000, 3,100 kids in a, 5 county area. And
Yeah.
that's, still really a limited outreach. Everybody doesn't know about Toys for Tots. So, it is a limited outreach,
We actually had, I think it was 3 of our applicants last year did not realize that. Somebody told them at the last minute.
right?
And they were almost crying. Oh, we didn't know that this was available to us, and we made it happen for
Well,
them.
obviously it's a nice benefit. It's something that as Marines and as, people who just like to do stuff nice for the community, it's a fantastic program. Along with the numbers being up with the kids we helped and the number of toys we gave out, how was overall sponsorship?
The sponsorship or money donations are through the roof. Community events throughout the year instead of just all at one time at the end of the year, right
Right.
before Christmas, and it kind of spreads it out, and it's easier to deal with, and it's really helpful in the long run to spread it out like that.
What helps us get organized, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to do one of the first episodes this year. I mean, here it is, March 2024, and we're talking. I mean, it's Christmas time in the Marine Corps. It is Christmas it is Christmas time. That's right. We are gearing up already because we know this year is going to be, just there's a lot of talk around the Marine Corps. It's our 250th anniversary, and obviously not same for Toys for Tots, but there's a lot of buzz about the Marine Corps, and this is one of the big things, especially for the Marine Corps Reserve. I mean, they're the sponsor of it, and this is a big outreach for it.
First, I've worked in the American embassies overseas. There's always boxes going up there to help those local kids. Plus, of course, here in the 48 states here, it's big. It goes on. As you said, it's a year-round thing, and I'm just getting ready to sign a lease for our 2025 Toys for Tots.
Now, when you're talking about that, this is how we set up out at the 4-H fairgrounds, correct?
Right, we'll be at the Clover Pavilion at the 4-H Fairgrounds again, and help with donations. Of course, are used. We accept the toy donations or monetary donations.
Right.
Because pay rent somewhere, keep the lights on,
Right.
keep the heat on, stuff like that.
I mean, we still have to buy trash bags. We still,
Trash
it takes paper and tape and all the things that require an organization to run by.
Right, and because it's not a year-round thing, you got to have that money up front for that initial surge to get going.
Right. Now, I know we're going to have a lot of information, that's flashing up behind us during this episode. So, companies and individuals can get involved in this. And then also ways, to sign up to receive toys. And we don't just give them to families. We work with overall other charitable organizations
Right.
and do mass donations to help them fill their toy needs.
Right, we have, I believe it was 367 families are what we helped out, plus an additional 18 organizations.
Helping a bunch of
other kids.
Right. And these are in the 5, 6, 7 county areas, some of these organizations.
Right, yeah, and one organization might be talking 75 or 100 kids, and that, times 2 toys per kid, stuff like this. These numbers add up really fast.
Right. Now, I know, as we're both in the Marine Corps League here, Southern Indiana Leatherneck Detachment, number 931. We've been doing this now for a number of years. And it takes more than us to do it. I know in the past years, we've had organizations help us take them out to the
Yes.
cars, bag toys.
We've started doing this. Really, we've gotten this to a really big thing with our parents, of course. We've had church groups. As a matter of fact, it was I can't remember the name of the group, but it was a church group, but a subset of motorcycle riders or motorcycle club inside of a church group came and helped out to sort toys, pick toys for the kids, and to help donate them.
Well,
It's a really big thing. I really like using the Boy Scouts because during the distribution nights, there will be 100 cars in line waiting to pick up their toys. Then I can take those younger scouts out and say, hey, look, this is who you're helping. And,
Right.
and you can see it click in their eyes what they're doing.
we also see organizations get involved, like here we are at Mind Body Soul here in Jasper, Indiana. The owner and proprietor and runner of this, Mr. Boone Chris Taylor. I mean, he provides, through his tattoo shops, tats for toys. You can get a free
That's
tattoo, for donating a
for
toy.
yeah, and that's Boone and his wife Janelle really helped these past several years. I mean, our our toy collection boxes are like 40 inches tall, and they'll bring a dozen of them after their event.
And then I know that the Legion Riders at Holland will hold specific ride for gathering toys.
Yeah, around I believe it's the Herbst Fest time frame. They hold a specific ride and fundraiser, and they've really come over to the 4-H fairgrounds to help pick toys, and eh, everybody that comes out, adults especially, everybody that comes out to help, people know, yeah, they're here. We're here to help the kids.
Right.
And then they see what goes on behind the scenes, the amount of toys that we push through, sort of, picking or putting together 150 applications in one night, stuff like this. It's a huge undertaking,
It is.
and it happens boom, 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 that fast during the season.
I mean, during the season and as a director, it's pretty much, day on, stay on once it really gets going.
Yes, I have different lists of helpers, what consider our outside volunteers, these different organizations. But then, of course, the Leathernecks come and help out and then put things together for
Right.
us. And one list is I have a list of the afternoon retired people who come out, and they'll work 8 hours a day
Just
to
sorting.
sort things, get things organized before the other volunteers come to pick the toys for the kids. And I mean, it's circle. It just keeps going.
It is because I know once, we divide up all the toys by appropriate age and sex. And then, we have a lot of, small, medium, and large. I know we have some extra type stuff, that, so everybody gets a nice Christmas gift. I mean, from just the generosity of our donors, the local community, because, if you go around during Christmas time, I mean, you'll see boxes in a lot of the organizations. You'll see them at the schools. You'll get donations.
Stores.
Veterans organizations and larger companies and stuff, and we'll be able to buy some stuff in bulk. Like, when we're talking, 3,000-4,000 toys, a few hundred of those are soccer balls or basketballs or football or tennis balls or whatever, because, these are things that kids, at all ages, ask for and need.
Right. And again, this is part of what the monetary donations help with. We'll spend between $8,000 and $9,000 on purchasing toys to fill the gaps of what we don't get from the other toy donations.
Right. Now, and this program's all ran through, the headquarters Marine Corps. This isn't a, each group runs. I mean, yes, we
Right.
run, but this is a national ran oversight. There's no error in this. Everything goes to Toys
Yeah.
for Tots.
Yes, 97 cents for every dollar donated goes directly to helping the kids. And that's not 97 cents does not include the rent,
Any overhead costs.
any overhead costs. We're all volunteers. Foundation that's in charge that helps this foundation allies with the Marine Corps Reserve to help make sure everything is tax time. The government is into this. They make sure we're doing it right. So we have to do it a certain way to keep our
Accreditation, exactly.
accreditation.
Well, but that's important. And, as we go along with this, and this year, again, since we've been very blessed as veterans organizations, here in the county, we're going to take and we're going to film a Scuttlebutt episode, actual, toy distribution day one
That'd be
time.
fun.
So people can really see, number one, it's just really special and how grateful people are. And not to put people on the spot, but people within the county and the local area need to know what their veterans organizations are doing to give back to the community and help as much as we can.
Videoing these evenings would be great. A lot of the older retirees that come out and help, especially with the church groups. Once they see what's going on, the first 3 words out of their mouth are, "Oh my God."
It's huge.
Followed by, it's huge.
It's a
They
huge
did
effort.
not realize this. And we're a medium campaign. There's other campaigns across the country that will serve 100,000 kids.
Right, bigger cities, bigger metro
Right.
areas. I mean, now granted, we do cover, a 5 to 7 county area
Yeah.
in some ways, and, we'll have all the information up on the screen for people to start getting involved. I know that, through the Marine Corps League, we can always be contacted to assist you and get information to you or whoever the director is for that year. And, it's just an all hands on deck effort.
That's right. All hands on deck all the time.
Well, Jeff, I want to thank you for coming in. This has been a good episode. And, it's never too early to start thinking about Christmas because, as far as we're concerned, it's Christmas now in the Marine Corps. So everybody get their red suits on and help us out. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
It's the time of the season, so it gets the reason for pleasing. Giving is receiving, so drop off a toy to help a girl or a boy. So put a needy family in your Christmas pie, 'cause it's the time of season for toys for Tots.